Capricorn, and welcome to your Gemstone and Tarot reading for the weeks ahead of July 1st to the 15th. Okay, so what we're seeing that comes in focus here is there's possibly some kind of movement, change of location, or wanting to relocate, maybe for job. Maybe you want to set up a business somewhere. Changing your locale, maybe even where you usually hang out, you may be changing that. So we're seeing some of that moving, relocating is showing up too. There is some possibility of some negotiations, like on a larger scale. Okay, these are maybe important things, dealings with partners, with maybe your business, work, or even like your spouse or your committed partner. Now, there is you have some competitors, okay, so that is really showing up. And some allies are forming too here. So it's like a group of people that team up with you that is showing up. Finances too, partnerships, financial things are showing up here. And really going for your long-term goals, I would say. Okay, now partner, definitely like a spouse, is also in focus here. Okay, there can be some losses, but it brings about unexpected possibilities. Okay, so what the best thing is to look at any losses that may occur, or a losing situation, maybe something didn't go the way it was supposed to. The causes, as you would the causes of your successes. Okay, so look at what it is, what caused it. Seeing who, what, when, and why it went wrong is really telling you to analyze this. Now, you do have lucky energy. It is coming through here. There is serious intentions to organize, like plans now, okay? So that's coming through. You do have luck on your side. So really, this is the time to seriously organize some plans and goals ahead, because there is luck on your side. Now, intervention may come. Someone may intervene somehow. There, I see intervention. Someone maybe intervenes and that can change some plans, okay? So we do see that there. There could be a person that comes in, maybe changes some plans, but it's more of a temporary situation, but it can create some big changes, okay? So we're seeing that there too. So it will create some power struggles with this person or whoever, whatever the situation is. And you will get a win over that person or the situation and be successful. The key is to be calculating, avoid impulsive moves, have a wait and see attitude. Because really, timing, what really is showing up, the feel here is timing is everything, okay? So we are seeing that. Okay, so, patience is really required when it comes to like matters of the heart. That is showing up. Don't push things too fast, okay? Go more with the flow. That's the best way I could say it, especially like with relationships, or if you just started seeing someone, whatever it is, or whatever your passions are. You can be building something with your partner, okay? Like if you have a committed partner, spouse, husband, a wife, you know what I mean. You could be building like a house or some investments too. Now, for singles, I'm seeing here, there's 2 opportunities coming in. But it is telling you to be yourself, okay? So that did show up there. Very interesting. Focus on fundamental things and basics. So you have to focus on building that foundation, the fundamentals and basics. Okay? you need to build a firm foundation in your endeavors, okay, and in your personal life. Think long term. That's what's really coming through. Now you need to slow down, okay, because we see a little bit too fast of an energy here, or movement, especially if you are traveling, because that did show up there, or, you know, like any short trips, you know, going to work, back work, or, you know, driving too recklessly. Slow down. That is really what's showing up. Make sure you're not, like I said, driving recklessly. Pay attention to signs and dreams, okay? There is some spiritual messages that want to come through too. Okay, don't expect too much from others. Try to be a little bit more cooperative. That is coming through. Watch not to dissolve any partnerships in anger or in haste, okay? So that's coming through here. Watch who, you know, you do trust, because some people are unreliable, because we're seeing that here. It's on the side. Put it back in this one too, the way it came. So watch who you do trust, because some people are unreliable, okay? That did show up there. All right, so let's pull a gemstone card. I'm not in my usual location. I'm traveling. It's kind of weird. And I grabbed this deck instead of my usual, but these are really good too. Okay, you got green tourmaline. It says, do you believe in unlimited supply in all areas of your life? Are you attracting loyal friends and colleagues? It's time to recognize that there is an unlimited supply, myriad opportunities, and unlimited potential available to you. Decide what types of people you want in your life and know that you have the ability to attract them. Okay, now also, like green tourmaline, that it does talk about partnerships and business, money, finances, and forming those kind of business relationships and partnerships. So that's another thing. So we're seeing that connection there. Again, here, watch who you do trust. It's great to build some partnerships, and we're seeing that in focus. But again, there are some people that are not very reliable, so be careful of that too. Okay, and let's pull one of these cards. Okay, you got surrender. Very interesting. Very interesting. Now, it is correlating with the reading, because we're looking at the reading. A few places here is, again, you know, there could be some power struggles. Again, here, don't dissolve any partnerships in that, in the matters of the heart, or even business, because of haste and anger. But when surrender shows, it's like, make sure that you know what battles to fight, where you need to compromise, because we're seeing up here too some compromises needed, where you need to compromise, what you can give up, what is not worth the battle. Now, when you see this glare, the butterflies here, that's showing transformation, okay? When you see transformation, things are starting to change, okay? So change is definitely on its way. They're definitely powerful symbols for transformation always, but they're beautiful. But this is a time to embrace any type of change, okay? Step barely into the unknown, you know, kind of feel the way, and surrender what you are. Like, be your true self, for which you could become. Even here, like, we're seeing opportunities, even in the matters of the heart, but there was a message here, be yourself. So surrender yourself, you know, cut some of those borders up. Be smart, you know, we know that's life. There's always people that we can't trust, but that's the message that it came through. And you apply it how it means something to you. That's why it came out. All right, so let's pull some more cards. Oh, there we go. Partnerships and focus. I'm not used to this location. So interesting recording here. Okay, and one more. All right. All right, so you got the 8 of Clubs as like the underlining energy. 8 of Clubs is sometimes a lot of worry and concern and putting a lot of focus on maybe sometimes losses, things that aren't going your way, worry. But what it really is, there's really good things going on. It's usually good energy, good news coming through too, but it could be saying that you're putting a lot of focus on things that is, as we're saying here, surrender, that you need to maybe throw your focus off of, worry about things that were like things from the past, maybe some losses in that. What you have to do is just see what the causes are, evaluate, calculate, just like you do your wins, and move on. Okay, you got the 2 of Hearts, the 4 of Clubs, the 6 of Hearts, and the 2 of Spades. So we're definitely seeing partnerships are here and forming strong bonds are here, okay? But again, you got the 2 of Hearts, so this is good. This is romantic partnerships. This is also forming close bonds, even with friends, with work, you know, partners that you invest with. But there is the 2 of Spades, again, making this right choices and being careful who you do invest with, who you form any trust with, and at the same time, be careful of breaking off any, as we're seeing right there, right here, breaking off any partnerships out of anger or haste, okay? You got the 4 of Clubs. This is building on a steady foundation. We're seeing that up there. Home, family is in focus too. The 6 of Hearts, so love is coming through here too. Give and take. A balance here too is showing up. But this is sometimes talking about the welfare of someone else too. Concerns and taking care of your love, your lifestyle, and so on. Okay, so when we're seeing this overall, there is a need to try to understand others, okay? Improving like your understanding of others and their ways, their motives, things like that. Be willing to make some concessions though, okay? You know, again, surrender, concessions. Allow someone else maybe to take the lead, you know, kind of compromise that is showing up. Share in a leadership role is what we're saying here, you know, balance and share, like give someone else a little bit of power. That did speak for some of you, okay? Now, forming some strong bonds and partnerships, okay, right here. Now, there could be some lingering tensions, and that can lead, yeah, it can come to a head with a partner or even an enemy, okay? So that is aligning here, a little bit of negative energy. So there is tensions that can come to a head with maybe a partner or an enemy or adversary maybe. Could be even a competitor. You may give an ultimatum though, okay? So we're seeing that here and here. Avoid that unless you are ready to stand by your ultimatum, okay? So that's one thing that showed up. Well, Capricorn, that was your reading for the weeks ahead of July 1st to the 15th. And I hope you have a wonderful 2 weeks, and I'll catch you back for your next reading. And all the best, and bye for now.